Hey guys, I wanted to do a short video just to give my thoughts on race week. We haven't done a ton of activation with this race, but I did want to briefly talk about a few things pertaining to the race. One, I want to thank Carson Ware for how much effort he's put into this race. It has clearly meant a lot to him. Um, the second chance initiative that we decided to roll with was hugely successful for as short of a time frame as we put into it. We've raised nearly $1,200, $12,000, not $1,200, um, with the proceeds going to a foundation that supports people trying to get a second chance at life, whether it's through employment or social services to help them out of a broken home, things like that. And we really put that together. Carson had texted me and said, "Hey, let's do that. Let's see if we can make something happen." Threw it together. The infrastructure we really have internally is more for our anti-bullying campaign, which we've done for several years now. But um, I have personal uh, experience with this situation with family members who have struggled with alcoholism, and so I know firsthand the problems that it can cause. Super thrilled that it was a success, and it's also gotten the car a lot of attention. As for the car itself, I haven't gotten a chance to talk to anyone at SS Greenlight yet. I'm excited to meet them when I get to Martinsville. The car looks awesome. Uh, it always looks good at Martinsville, and I pushed hard for the white hood, um, because that's my thing. The names on the back was a great idea by Bart Kelly, um, and everybody's name is someone who donated to the cause. And then Carson's also handwriting some names in there as well, leading up to race week as we continue to get more donations. We went with a Costa filters theme for this car as opposed to the oil change business because we're relaunching our fifth gen filters, which are going to be designed for more racing than street, although they are backwards compatible. Of course they can work on the 604, the 602 crate engines use a what's called a OF40 filter, which is backwards compatible with some older like Econoline vans and F-150s and E-150s, etc. um so we're rolling out two brand new filters, and then we're also uh basically hyping up the existing line of filters, which we will use in some of the stores, and just buffing them up a little bit to make them so that they can fit on some of these other engines that are used in karting and midget racing, like the Briggs and Stratton Animal engine, the Briggs World Formula engine, the Honda Star engine, etc. A lot of these smaller engines don't actually have oil filters, or they use a like a custom build out. But for late model dirt track, we see a lot of the 602 crates, the Ford 347 small block, um, the 410 sprint car engine that's a Ford. Um, so we wanted to make sure that we had a filter that works for all of those, um, applications. As far as the race itself, we've done Martinsville 4 years in a row now. Um, if you actually go to Ryan Ellis's Instagram page, he posted a video of last year's race. We had such a good time in Martinsville last year, which is why I pushed hard for Martinsville this year. Um, and which is why I wanted to go to Martinsville this year, is we're like building a little bit of a track record there. But Ryan had worked himself from like 24th up to 11th at one point, and then just absolutely got wiped by dude wipes. Um, but a fun video on Ryan's page. But I expect you know anyone who's gone to Martinsville, with the tight turns and the hard braking into the corners, and I'm gonna get another quarter panel out of this. Hopefully not a hood, but this is a race where a sponsor gets to go home with something. So we're uh, we're gonna be hoping for for a fun finish. Doesn't matter if you're in the front or the back. Track position isn't as important because you're going to get caught up to or you're going to catch up to someone. There's going to be a lot of mixing, so we'll see how it goes. It should be a lot of fun. So um that's it for my thoughts on the car, etc. um and the race this weekend. And if you're going to be at Martinsville, come say hi. Myself and some of our employees, some folks from the team are going to be there, and we're really looking forward to it.